from now on, keynote speech will start. Professor Tae Young-byun at the Daegu Catholic University will preside keynote speech. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Tae Young-byun at the Daegu Catholic University. Before the keynote, I would like to introduce the keynote speaker. It is my great honor to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker for the ICCT2024 opening ceremony, Professor Lim. Professor Lim is the Motorola Solutions Foundation professor at the Georgia Institute of Technology, and he has made a significant contribution to the field of electronic design automation of 2.5D and 3D integrated circuits. With over 400 published papers and numerous awards, including best paper recognitions from IEEE and ACM, Professor Lim is a highly respected figure in his field. From 2022 to 2024, he served as a program manager at DARPA, contributing to the groundbreaking innovations. His keynote today, titled Hymer's Catechism, the driving force behind the DARPA's culture of innovation, will explore how DARPA has utilized his framework to drive technological breakthrough. Please join me in welcoming Professor Lim with big applause.
Okay, great. So before I get started, it is again my great honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for inviting me. 제가 한국에서 태어나서 한국에서 고등학교까지 마쳤기 때문에 한국에 먼저 감사 인사를 드리도록 하겠습니다. Okay, so before I get started, I was kind of curious how many of you have heard DARPA? Okay, so not too many, but okay, there's a few. So I'll spend, of course, the entire session to talk about DARPA. And DARPA, in fact, stands for Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. So the first word D is defense. So defense, of course, has to do with the Department of Defense in the United States, which has the biggest defense department in the world, right? So the U.S. Department of Defense has several research organizations that support and execute research and development programs, and DARPA is one of them. DARPA is not the only research vehicle in the United States Department of Defense, but it's the biggest one and then the oldest one. And we have a very specific purpose, reason why we started DARPA, which I will talk a lot about later on. And then, when I received an invitation from Professor Byun about being here and talking about DARPA, we were kind of wondering what will be the reason why I introduced DARPA to ICCT, right? And then we decided that because ICCT emphasizes a lot on innovation, new technology, creating technologies that don't exist today, right? In fact, that's exactly one of the main driving forces behind DARPA. DARPA, in fact, is quite well known for innovation and creating technologies that don't exist today. So we have very, very nice, alignment between our goals, right? So that's why I'm here today. Again, I will have a lot of slides to talk more about what DARPA has done, why it existed, all of that coming up later on. But then I get this question quite a bit. If you use one word to describe DARPA, what would that be? If you have to pick one word to describe DARPA, what would that be? So some people will say, oh, well, I think of internet. Because yes, internet was born at DARPA, right? Some people say autonomous vehicles. Because again, autonomous vehicle technology was born at DARPA, right? But then my answer to that question is DARPA is moonshot. Moonshot. So what do you mean by that? You're aiming for moon. You know, that's what it means. Moonshot. So that word moonshot, in fact, represents a lot of things. Something that's very, very challenging. Something that is not very easy to achieve. Something that requires technology that don't exist today. Just imagine, back in the old days when people look at this moon. How many of us, the people living on this planet, would think about going there instead of just watching the moonlight every day? Some of us thought about actually going to the moon. Right? That's DARPA. DARPA is about creating a new goal that is not achieved today. Very, very long-term goal. Beyond what people have normally thought about doing. Moonshot. Right? It takes a lot of energy, effort, a lot of people and technologies. So, DARPA is moonshot. My name is Prof Lim, and as Professor Lim mentioned, I started my career as a Georgia Tech as a professor, working on semiconductor chip research. I've been teaching there for 23 years. And then last 2 years, from 2022 to 2024, I had a mission, I had an invitation from DARPA to create, again, a moonshot project at DARPA that'll help United States Department of Defense better defend the nation. Okay, so I'll tell you more about exactly what I did there.